Man, let's talk about if these versus battles are good for the culture. Let's talk about it. What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Urban Minds Inc. Representing that positivity and that motivation. Hey, listen, man. Hey, I've seen a couple of these versus battles, and I didn't know anything about it until my wife put me on it. And I'm like, okay, I'm feeling it. And at first it started out as, two older people from another generation that were once, hits, once very iconic, dueling it out because they were so iconic during the same time frame. And, people like any kind of entertainment like that. People always have, even if there's not really any drama associated between these two individuals. People love it, because they want to see, hey, who's willing to do what to get the title in these versus battles. But something that I saw recently was the Young Jeezy and the Gucci Man versus battle. And I've been a fan of both of them for a long time, man. I remember bumping Gucci Man, Young Jeezy, both of them. I remember selling them mixtapes before I joined the Army, right in front of Family Dollar. I remember bumping them doggone albums in the Monte Carlo with them 212s from the pawn shop, beating. Been a big supporter of Young Jeezy and Gucci Man, So to see two individuals like this that was both iconic during that same time frame, had the same producer, had the same style of music, was putting out music in the same city, come to terms via a versus battle and pretty much say, hey, once and for all, we need to put this behind us. Even if we're not the best of friends, even if we don't end up becoming fishing buddies, we're gonna put this behind us. And that's what that was, man. Now let me tell you something. Don't be fooled by the media, by the entertainment. Man, the media always wants to stir up some BS, some bull crap, because that's what people want to see. People would have loved to see these two grown men get emotional and go at each other's throat, and partially part of that versus battle was just that. They was playing songs, trying to get under each other's skin, but each of them in the end ultimately could maintain their emotions and keep some kind of frame to where they could work through that at the end and say, hey, this is bigger than us. We have the opportunity to change the narrative, to change the standard that the culture follows. Let me tell you something. Versus battles like that are more beneficial to the culture because you got so many people out here dying. So many rappers out here dying. You got Nipsey Hussle. You got Mo3. You got Pop Smoke. You got King Von. You got Tupac. Man, if you go back way in the day, rappers have always been beefing. But what they did was so iconic because, man, they sit down in the same room, manage their emotions, which I commend them for, because people these days, men and women, aren't able to do. They're not able to work through problems, to find solutions, to be able to generate solutions, because they can't manage their emotions. But that's what they did. And you could tell the crowd was getting antsy when they thought things was about to go left. But at that point when I saw it, I'm like, man, I hope these jokers can work through this because if things go left and something would have broke out in there, it wouldn't have done anything positive for the culture. But luckily, it turned out for the better. And we need more of that. And when you look at some of these issues that celebrities, people, rappers beef about, man, it's street code. Sometimes it's, who got the most juice in the city, who got the most push. It's about women, it's about men, things like that, man. And man, if you a grown person, if you an adult, man, you should be able to sit down and have a conversation to work through your problems before resulting in a doggone a shootout, somebody getting killed, losing their life. Because once somebody dies, it's too late to work through the problem. It's too late. Somebody is resting in peace behind your failure to resolve a problem. So I think if versus battle continue on that path where you have some real people, figuring out some real problems and trying to find solutions and put it all in the past, man, I think it's one of the most beneficial things to the culture, and this young generation has seen. Now, I'm all for the entertainment, but I think versus battles can become an outlet for two people that really got a problem with each other and don't really have the right structure, the right environment to come together on their own. I think the versus battle platform stage is the right one. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to handle things like the Young Jeezy and Gucci Man battle in the club. You don't want to do that in a place that's not structured. You don't want to do that on the street, because you're going to have your people, they going to have their people, and then sometimes you got to defend your people because they popped off, because they can't manage their emotions. But as long as you can get you and the other party in the doggone same room and y'all can figure out, some solutions, to a problem, a long problem that's been around for a while, man, that's always good. And I'm supportive of it. Everything don't have to be somebody getting shot, somebody getting killed, somebody dying, somebody talking shit. It always don't have to be that, man. Somebody's got to man up and do this hard work. Hard work is managing your emotions in order to work through problems. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Holla back at your boy, because I'm only shooting the gun barrel straight. And if you mad at me, you mad at God.